Now, this story is a hard story. It's a very emotional story, but I have to tell it today. Now, I wrote it in my planner, my daily planner to release today. If you don't have a planner, make sure you get one. Now, back to the story. It's a hard, emotional story because I learned a hard, valuable lesson. And it's one that I'm going to share with you today. That guy right there, what he learned, what comes up will go down. Be careful about how you treat people when you're up, because you'll see those same people when you're going down. Now, pay close attention to the video, comment after the video, and let me know. And remember, if you have a group, small, medium, or large, I would love to come and share some of my impactful stories with you. Here's the video.
As I matured, I began to rely on my gut as a life tool, a compass of sorts that would not only lead me away from potentially dangerous situations, but also lead me towards people or situations that could enrich my life. In 1997, I was working for Adidas America as the NFL marketing manager. My scope of employment was to sign players in the NFL to endorse Adidas football shoes. This meant speaking with NFL agents on a daily basis. At this time, Adidas was re-entering the NFL market after a 20-plus year absence, and the competition was Nike and Reebok. One evening while working late in the office, I received a phone call from an agent who wanted a shoe endorsement deal for his player. His guy was a lesser-known product from Ohio State University and was drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I routinely said no to players like this because I was looking for higher-profile players. Hence, I thanked the agent for calling, but politely declined to sign the player. He persisted, and I let him deliver his full repitch of the player. And again, I politely declined. This was a normal dance with agents pitching low-profile players, therefore the rejection was just a part of the dance. But this time, something was different. My gut was telling me that this agent was actually trying to make a difference for this young man and his career. In fact, he went on to explain to me that this player came from a family of physicians, and he was going to become one after his career ended. That information intrigued me, and I began to listen with both ears. He went on to tell me that he was a recent University of Miami law graduate working as a new associate at a high-profile sports agency. He disclosed to me that this deal would help increase his status within the agency. We continued to talk for another hour or so about life. We talked about his growing family, and I shared details about my newness to fatherhood. We both were new graduates from law school and had a common interest in sports law. He was from Baltimore, and I had lived in D.C. while attending undergrad. I loved D.C. and spent some time in Baltimore, which I enjoyed very much. By the end of the conversation, I agreed to sign his player. I really felt like this particular young agent was going to be a major player in the agency game, and I wanted to help. And of course, there was a feeling of brotherhood with him. Over the next 2 years, he represented higher profile players, and I signed them all. We enjoyed an excellent working relationship. It was a pleasure to see a friend grow his business from scratch and reach new levels in the business. I was terminated from Adidas in 1999, and I experienced some very difficult times. But my guy was there for me and my family. There was always a phone call to check in on me, a package of shoes or clothing, and financial assistance. 25 years later, we still enjoy our brotherhood. Thank you, Mr. Troy Jones, for being my brother for life. Trust your gut.